Hello and selamat sejahtera to everyone. Today I will explain I will present about experiment 3 of impact of jet. So the objective is to measure the reaction force produced by the impact of a jet of water onto various target Venus surface, to investigate and determine the force required to keep a target at a datum level while it is subjected to the impact of water jet. And the last one is to compare and analyze the experimental result with the theoretically calculated value. So now we go to the apparatus. So for the apparatus, as you can see, number 1 in this part, it called a pointer. So for the number 2 is spring tension adjuster, this part. And number 3 is wing nut. This is a wing nut, number 3. And number 4, interchangeable target. So this is interchangeable target, the part that I have circled using my mouse. So number 5, brass wing. This is brass wing. And then number 6, wake carrier. So this is wake carrier. So this is the wake carrier. And number 7, wake platform. So this is a wake platform at the top of this apparatus, the black color. And number 8, spring. This is number 8, spring pointer. Number 9, screw nut. This is screw nut. Number 10, interchangeable nozzle. This is number 10. And the last one is water inlet. So for the procedure, open the wake platform by unscrewing the screw nut and screwing the wing nut. Number 2, attach the 5mm nozzle onto the bottom vertical shaft and hemisphere target vent onto top vertical shaft. Number 3, close the wake platform by unscrewing wing nut and screwing the screw nut. Number 4, position the wake carrier on the wake platform. Adjust the spring tension adjuster to ensure the distance of 20mm between the nozzle and the target vent by first pressing the spring until the target vent touch the nozzle. Number 6, move the pointer so that it is aligned to the wake platform. Number 7, release the spring and adjust the spring tension adjuster to ensure distance between the wake platform and the pointer is 20mm, and then record this value as hash. Number 8, then move the pointer so that it is aligned to the wake platform that is floating in the mid position. Number 9, turn on the pump and establish the water flow by steadily opening the bench control valve until it is fully open. Number 10, the target vent will now be deflected by the impact of jet. Add weight onto the wake carrier until the wake platform is again floating in middle position, which is wake platform aligned with pointer. Number 11, measure and record the flow rate together with the corresponding value of wake on the wake carrier. Observe the form of deflected jet and not its shape. Number 12, reduce the wake on the wake carrier in step and maintain balance of wake platform by regulating the flow rate for a few steps. Each time record the value of flow rate and wake on the wake carrier. Number 13, close the control valve and switch off the pump. Number 14, repeat the experiment with different target vane and nozzle. Number 15, to change the target vane and nozzle, open the wake platform by unscrewing the screw nut and screwing the wing nut. And the last one, after the target vane and nozzle are changed, close the wake platform by unscrewing the wing nut and screwing the screw nut. So next we go to the result analysis. So this is the data that I have made by doing a calculation, and after I show this table I will show you how I make the calculation. So this is for the table 2, table 3, table 4, table 5, table 6, table 7, table 8, and the last one, table 9. Okay, next we plot the graph. So for the graph, we plot a graph of the experimental force against theoretical force. And for this plot graph, I will make a sample how to do the graph by using a table 2, the data from the table 2. So I will copy and paste the data from the words that I've made and paste it into Excel like this. Just copy the part that we need to do, that we need to make a graph, which is theoretical force and experimental force. So we paste it like this and we make a graph. Insert and go to chart, scatter, and choose this one. Okay, this is the graph for table 2. So I will make it experimental force against theoretical force, like this. In the column for table table 2. Okay, like that. So next we need to fill the title for the vertical axis and horizontal axis. So for vertical is experimental force. Like this. Okay, for the horizontal axis is theoretical false. Okay, and we can see the movement of this graph is increasing. So this is the example for the graph, and we go this is the whole graph that I have drew. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is for table 2, table 3, table 4, table 5, table 6, 7, 8, and table 9. I will zoom in and I will repeat it again. Okay, this is for table 1. I mean table 2. Okay, table 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is all for the table of this is all for the graph. Thank you. Okay, so this is a calculation to fill up the table. So first of all, we need to find the flow rate. So this is the formula. So as you can see, the unit is meter cube. So we need to change the unit for the water, which is for 4 liter. It gonna equal to 0.004 meter cube. So this is the answer, 0.004. 2, 3, 4. And we calculate it using a calculator, and we can get the value 1.7. So okay, so this is the answer for flow rate. This is the sample calculation. So next we go to the nozzle velocity. So this is the formula given. So the area, as we know from the given, is so the answer will be like this, and we can calculate it using a calculator, and we can get answer 8.66. Don't forget the unit. So as you know, the theoretical should be much
higher than the experimental value, so we need to find the value for the okay, the value. Okay, this is the formula to compare. And we can get a value of 64 ms per second. So the nozzle velocity is higher than this velocity, so the answer is correct. So next we go to the force, how to make a force, how to calculate the force, so we find a nozzle force first. So as you can know, the formula is like this, so just put all the value into the formula and we can get the answer 2.4525 Newton. Next, not finished yet, so this is the formula given to answer this nozzle force value. So this formula is equal to hemisphere 2. So fill up the formula with the answer that we got before from the velocity. So the answer will be 2.9376 and so this is the value of nozzle force. So next we find, the last one is find the error. So to find the error, by do this formula, so I will calculate it. 2.9376 divided by 2.4525 and times with 100%, and we can get the error is negative 19.78%. So this is the whole sample calculation that we need to do to fill up the table 2 until table 9.
For the conclusion, that we got from this experiment is student are able to measure the reaction force produced by the impact of jet of water onto various target vent surface, and student will be able to investigate and determine the force required to keep a target at a determined level while it is subject to the impact of a water jet, and student can compare and analyze the experimental result with the theoretically calculated value. So from this experiment, student will be able to gain a knowledge and student will know how the procedure to make this experiment impact of jet, and student will learn how important of the impact of jet for our daily life. So from this, student also will be able to know more about the fluid mechanic laboratory of impact of jet, and they will know how to open their mind to know more about the fluid mechanic by doing an experiment like this. So this is the conclusion from me. Thank you so much.